Hey, what's up, Commander players and Magic players? Thank you for clicking on the video. So I've got a top 10 list for you of cards that I played throughout the year 2025 that every time I saw these cards, I realized like, wow, these cards are really good. And most of them are under $1. So let's get started with the expensive ones right out of the gate. Number 10 is Deadpool, trading card. A 2 black red. You probably know it, but I'm going to explain it anyways. Mercenary Hero, 5/3. As Deadpool enters, you may exchange his text box and another creature's. Now, you replace this text box with the other creature's text box. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 3 life. And you sacrifice this creature, pay 3. Each other player draws a card. This is a great political card, and it's also just a really fun card to play. Being able to switch another person's commander's text box is pretty legitimately infuriating or hilarious, depending on which side of the fence you lean on. Draw me like one of your French cards. That is a quick one to make you the enemy, but also make everyone on the table laugh. Don't bother picking this up. This thing is like $15. It's not worth 15 to 16 bucks if you want to get the foil. Just proxy the dang thing and save yourself some money. Moving on, number 9. We got ourselves a Spark Double. You know it, we all know it, but just in case you don't, 3 in a blue. Creature Illusion. You may have it enter the battlefield as a copy of a creature or a planeswalker you control, except it gets a +1/+1 counter if it's a creature, or it gets an additional loyalty counter if it's a planeswalker, and it isn't legendary. That's the huge one here. The fact that Spark Double can enter as another copy of a legendary creature and make it non-legendary makes this thing pretty busted, and the price tag reflects that. Now, you could probably pick this up around $8.50. The foil copies are like $10. However, this is one of the ones that I always say, don't be afraid to look in the foreign foil section. Because guess what? This one, you can buy a Japanese or Chinese foil from TCG Player for like $5 shipped. So if you don't mind the bling and you don't mind the foreign language, that's a great one to pick up for $5. Otherwise, just proxy it. So let's get to some of the cheaper stuff, shall we? Oh, just kidding. We have one more. Avatar's Wrath. More and more people were talking about this, but I was talking about it first, okay? I was there. Don't quote the old magic to me, witch. 2 and 2 white sorcery. Choose up to 1 creature. Not necessarily you control, just 1 target creature. Then airbend all other creatures. That means you blink them from existence, but while they're blinked out from existence, you get to cast it for 2 mana rather than cost however much they do. Until your next turn, your opponents can't cast spells from anywhere other than your hands. Goodbye, Commander. Goodbye, all those cards that you just airbent. Exile Avatar's Wrath. Avatar's Wrath, every time I draw this card, it has consistently been, if this resolves, I'm going to win. It hasn't even been close. It is so powerful. It is so insanely powerful. This thing is like, hold on, I got the price tag here. This thing is like $6.50 non-foil, and it's like around about $6.50 for the foil. If you got $6, this one's gonna be good. I think it's gonna keep creeping up here. It is so strong. I'm telling you all, this is one of the ones that you should buy. Like I'm telling, just buy it. You won't regret it. Just buy it. Reality Shift. It's been reprinted a bunch, so it's like 32 cents. 1 in a blue. Instant. Exile target creature. Its controller manifests the top card of their library. So that means they put the top card of their library, they put it face down, they pop it as a 2/2 creature. If it is a creature, they may flip it up for its creature card converted mana cost. I have only had that happen to me once, and I have been playing this card since it came out. Trust me, if you are not running white and you are in blue, you need to run this card. Blue Exile is so strong, and this card is such a good card. Trust me, every single time I see this card, it is an instant sweet. I have at least one thing covered that won't bite me in the back like a Beast Within or a Chaos Warp will. Number 6, Arabella, Abandoned Doll. Not only is she creepy, she is super powerful. A red and a white, a legendary artifact creature toy. She's a 1/3. Whenever Arabella attacks, it deals X damage to each opponent and you gain X life, where X is the number of creatures you control with power 2 or less. Do not underestimate that ability. When she attacks, it can swing games. I put this in my Caesar deck, from the Fallout precons. Whew, shoe buddy. And even if you just run Arabella as the commander, this deck has wheels, it has legs, it has goblins and soldiers, whatever you want to do with it. Trust me, this token strategy with her is extremely potent. And this thing also like 30 cents. Go pick it up, easy peasy. All right, a classic and random removal spell. I bet you all haven't seen this in a while. Lavalanche. I know, right? Really coming out of left field here. A Jund, okay? We got black, red, green, and X. Lavalanche deals X damage to target player or planeswalker, and each creature that player and or that planeswalker controllers controls. The amount of times I've been playing a 3-player or a 4-player game, and I just needed to get through to multiple people at the same time, and this card, Absolutely Shine, has honestly blown my mind. Like, the fact that it's made this list, y'all trust me. This card has been so much fun. I play it in my 5-color Gerard deck, the 5-color Planeswalker Precon. So I've revamped it a ton now, so the thing is really strong. The Kavu tokens, you can make them into an 8/8s with 5+1/+1 counters from Jared's ability. And if you have Spark Double, whoo, you're making 13 tramples. Dude, the amount of times I've made 2 13 tramples
is a lot.
And I'm swinging 1 13 trample at you, 1 13 trample at you, and then you, I've just Lavalanched you for 7. Let's make me the enemy. If y'all don't take care of me, I'm winning next turn. If you're in, oh, and I also run this because it triggers my lava cannons. So not only did I spike this person for 4 or whatever, but I also spiked another player for 3. This card is super casual. If you're in the market for something that does this, it is going to surprise you every time how good it is. I love big, dummy, smashy stuff. Shriekwood Devourer. I bet you never even heard of this because I hadn't either until like 3 weeks ago. Well, maybe 2 months ago by now, but a 7/5, 5 and 2 green Tree Folk Trample. Whenever you attack with 1 or more creatures, untap up to X lands, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. Now, this requires a very particular strategy. However, in my case, Myel the Anima, one of my favorites, the deck that I've held on together the longest since I was about 18 or 19 years old. Every single time this card pops up, it is immediately, I'm swinging, I'm untapping at least 5 lands, sometimes 6, sometimes 7. The ability for a Myel the Anima deck to untap enough of their lands to play another big threat after they've already played another big threat is astronomically high. And this is one of those cards that you can put enchantments on the lands and then have those lands tap for a bunch of mana, use something like this, untap all of those at once, and now you've restocked your whole board for the turn just because you had this in play. Again, this is a narrow niche strategy. It's a 7/5 dumb beater that doesn't do anything when it comes into play. But if your strategy calls for it, like Myel the Anima, it is a powerhouse. Alright, y'all. My voice is dying here, so let's get through these top 3. Top 3, number 3, Gala Greeters. 1 in a green, Elf Druid. It has the Alliance, so whenever another creature you control ETB is under your control, choose one of these that hasn't been chosen this turn. Choice 1, you put a +1/+1 counter on Gala Greeters. Choice 2, you get a tapped treasure token. Choice 3, you gain 2 life. A very innocuous card. A very like, oh yeah, I don't really care about that. This can provide you so much incremental value, and it can provide you with so much necessary tech for so many different styles of decks. If you're in a life gain deck, you can throw this in there. If you're in a heavy creature deck, you throw it in there. You're in a +1/+1 counter strategy, you throw that in there. If your deck does any and all caring about any of that, this is an absolutely fantastic card. At the very least, you put in a heavy creature strategy, you're making a tapped treasure token every turn, furthering your progression, being able to play bigger stuff earlier on. This card looks like it shouldn't be good because it's only a 1/1. But the amount of times that people have not worried about this because there are scarier things on the board, and then over the course of 4, 5, 6 turns, this thing has got me 5 treasure tokens and 2 life. Yo, don't sleep on it. It's like 30 cents. This is an easy card to pick up. I got it in like 6 decks or something. Number 2, of course, a big, dumb, splashy, huge, epically awesome mythic. Onsrag the Quake Mole. 2 red and a green. Whenever Onsrag the Quake Mole becomes blocked, untap each creature you control. After this combat phase, there's an additional combat phase. Oh, by the way, it's an 8/4 on turn 4, probably turn 3, honestly. Or pay 3, 2 red, 2/7. This is more late game for you. Onsrag must be blocked each combat this turn if able. So not only do you smack this thing early and people are like, well, I guess I'm going to take 8 to the face because I certainly don't want to lose my blocker right now. This is turn 4, gosh darn it. You also can later on, you can force people to block it. So then you are guaranteed extra combats if they do not remove this big, dumb, awesome guy. The amount of times this has won me the game, or they have had to super dig for a removal spell just to get this dumb thing off the board, and then I just play another big dumb thing next turn, is fantastic. Sometimes it's literally just turn 3, I play Onsrag, and people are like, seriously? I bet y'all are wondering what number 1 is. It's not as big, dumb, splashy as this, but let me tell you, it has gone in so many decks, and it has shown me such potential every time I see it. Oh, price tag on Onsrag. This one's about $5. You pick up the foil, $6. This one's not a bad one to pick up. It's super fun. If you're a big smashy boy like me, this is a great card to see on the table. Number 1, Adeline, Resplendent Cathar. Now, if you get the Commander Tarkir one, you can pick it up for like $1.25, which is a fantastic card and a fantastic price tag. Now, a 1 white star 4 vigilance. Adeline's power is equal to the number of creatures you control. Whenever you attack for each opponent, create a 1/1 human creature token that's tapped and attacking that player or a planeswalker they control. You put a sword on this, you make it unblockable. Just give it flying. Oh my lord. I mean, and even if you don't, it's got vigilance. The fact that it's got vigilance alone is so good. It makes this card so good. You're pooping out dudes. It's getting stronger. If they don't take care of those dudes, you're going to keep them. So she just snowballs and snowballs and snowballs. Perfect for token strategies. Perfect for the Arabella decks. Perfect for Caesar decks. She's perfect by herself if you just want to run a mono white commander. Don't sleep on her. Go pick up the commander one. It's like $1.25, like I said, before they go up. Go pick up her and go pick up this other guy that I'll put on the screen that Rachel Weeks always talks about, because that one's also fantastic. Hey, thanks for sticking to the end of the video. If you watched it this far, I would appreciate if you subscribed. That would mean a lot to me. I'm trying to get that 1K number this year, so I've been out of the picture the last couple months. I got sick multiple times. This last time I'm just coming out of. So I'd love to hop back on the Magic train and get some more content pumped out. And I'm standing. My wife bought me like this stand-up desk attachment, so I can just go pop it up. So it's been real nice. You guys have a good one. My voice is running out. Like I said, I just got over being sick, so thank you all for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Hey, if you got some banger cards from 2025 that you want to recommend, I'd be more than happy to check it out. See you.